Hey folks, it's GM Jim here, and I gotta tell you, the last couple weeks in the tabletop RPG YouTube creator world has been buck wild. Like, absolutely. Now, if you follow my channel, you know I don't usually go in for the highly sensational clickbait headline type of stuff unless I'm doing it ironically. And also, when it comes to Wizards of the Coast, I feel like I've been nothing but fair toward them. I'm not a sycophantic fanboy, I'm also not a never WotC hater either. Yes, I do review their products on this channel, which makes some people call me a shill, but as of this recording, I've never taken a dime from them to promote anything. I've never received a free advanced copy of anything, and I spent my own cash on every single book I've talked about. I'm not beholden to them in the slightest, and I've always given my honest opinions about their products. But I'm making this video today to discuss the recent events around them releasing advanced copies of the 2024 D&D 5.5 Player's Handbook. See, new core rulebooks are coming out starting in September of 24, and WotC has quietly been sending out advanced PDF review copies to some bigger name YouTubers since May of this year. A handful of others have been given out more recently within the last couple weeks. And at Gen Con last week, WotC sold a couple thousand hardback copies of them, so there are definitely now plenty out there in the wild. It's only a matter of time before they show up on pirate sites. I'm not going to tell you where to go get that, but if you're the Jack Sparrow type, you probably already know where you can find them. Anyway, the embargo on talking about these advanced copies ended on August 1st, and I'll get to that in a second. Before that, there have been a slew of interviews done by bigger YouTubers like Pack Tactics, Bob Worldbuilder, and Ginny D, talking with Jeremy Crawford. And there was so much backlash around these interviews and other 5.5 promo material that pretty much most of them had to come back with follow-up videos explaining why they did this, talking about accepting sponsor money or free stuff. Basically, an apology tour. We could have a whole conversation about the ethics of accepting sponsorship money from a company that many in the hobby view as the devil incarnate. I'm not going to get into all that other than to say, as a YouTube creator myself, I tend to stand with my fellow screen jockeys. I would never fault anyone for trying to earn a buck on YouTube. Being in this business is so much harder than you might think, and we're all human too. We're just people who like tabletop games and we want to talk about those games. With D&D being the most popular of them all by a large margin, it's hard not to cover it in this business. At least if you want to get clicks. Like Tina Fey said, authenticity is expensive. But let's talk about the review embargo because that's the real meat here. And before we get started, could I get a like and subscribe below? It only takes a second and it helps us both out. Make sure to click all next to notifications. Also click the join button to get exclusive perks when you join my channel. So what happened? A badly fumbled rollout and poor communication is what happened. I want to hone in on two specific instances, and that is videos by Jordan the PH is Silent and Mike Shea from Sly Flourish. WotC's main problem seems to be with content that shows flip-throughs of the book, as in showing full-page spreads. A couple of YouTubers have already gotten in trouble for this, like Brian from Game Masters. He's had to take videos down. And it's one thing if you sign an NDA that says, in order to receive an advance copy, you will abide by the terms. That's a contractual agreement. But the real problem here, at least in my eyes, is that there are YouTubers being given advance copies with no NDA who are now getting in trouble for breaking terms they never agreed to. That's what happened to Sly Flourish. According to his channel and podcast, he was offered an advance copy of the new PHB months ago, but he would have had to sign an NDA, and he said no. But they apparently sent him the book anyway, and he never signed that NDA. So he made a flip-through video and subsequently received a warning email from WotC. So he had to go back through and re-edit and repost his video with the pages blurred out. Mike had this to say about it. I blurred out pictures of the book after Hasbro sent me an email saying they worried people would take screenshots of the book and build their own. Yes, it's complete BS, but we must all do our part to ensure $4 billion companies maximize shareholder value. He's understandably pretty upset about this. I would be too after wasting all that time. Jordan got it worse. He actually received a copyright strike, which if you don't know is very scary and serious for a YouTuber. As Jordan notes in his tweet, 3 strikes and you're out. Your channel is just gone. If you're someone who earns your livelihood for making videos, that's about as terrifying as it can get. Is WotC within their rights to do this? Probably. I don't understand all the legal implications. Every WotC book contains a copyright statement that says you're not allowed to reproduce any part. Doing a page-by-page flip-through on video may be considered a form of reproduction of the book, whether it was specifically stated in an NDA or not. But it's a dick move no matter how you slice it. As of yesterday, WotC removed the strike and Jordan is in the clear, but I feel like the damage has been done. And if you're getting vibes of early 2023 when WotC sent the Pinkertons after a small YouTube channel for showing Magic the Gathering cards, then yeah. It's like that, but they're doing it to D&D creators this time. They're coming after my community, which I'm not very happy about. Like I said, I feel like I'm normally quite fair and reserved on my channel, but I will definitely go all mama bear on you if you mess with my people. As a side note here, if you're angry too, please direct your anger appropriately. Don't tweet at Chris Perkins or Jeremy Crawford or Todd Kenrick. It's not them. It's the corporate machinery of a monolithic mega-corporation with an overly litigious mindset that is to blame for all this, not the nerds designing games at WotC. If you remember, back during the OGL debacle in early 2023, angrily tweeting at D&D designers didn't accomplish anything except for harassing blameless people. If you recall, what really moved the needle back then was hitting the company in the wallet. A mass cancellation of D&D Beyond subscriptions is what made them stand up and take notice of their OGL bullying tactics. Money is what they care about. And so if you want to express your displeasure at their current bullying, vote with your wallet. Cancel your D&D Beyond sub, cancel your 2024 Core Rules pre-orders. Am I going to cancel mine? Honestly, probably not. Call me a shill if you like, but I do talk about D&D on this channel and I need access to the new books to do that. But one iota of integrity I can hold on to is that so far, most of my D&D 5.5 coverage has been a video series listing mechanics you can steal from the new edition. I've made several videos explaining which rules you can and should steal from it so you don't need to buy the books if you just want to get the good parts. So maybe cancel your pre-orders and just watch my video series instead. Is WotC going to come after me for doing that? Probably not, because I'm too small time to gain their notice. Sly Flourish and Jordan weren't so lucky. Anyway, I'm going to keep this video short so I can get it out quickly, and I'll just say thanks for watching and play the games you like no matter what anyone else says. Until next time, I'm GM Jim. Now take care.